What's going on? Average Tech Guy here, and today we're back. More tech, more reviews, and of course, you know we got the Magic Keyboard right here on deck for the iPad Pro. Of course, you know we got the Magic Keyboard. What's going on? Average Tech Guy here, and today we're back. More tech, more reviews, and of course, you know we got Magic Keyboard for the iPad Pro, the 13-inch, the brand new one that just came out. You gotta have the Magic Keyboard on deck, unless you have a proper replacement. This is from ESR, and my friends, this is their Rebound series magnetic keyboard. So let's talk. So this is the Rebound series magnetic keyboard 360. That's a lot of stuff. Let's just call this ESR's magnetic keyboard. That's what we got. So first and foremost, let's talk about what this thing is capable of, because this is probably the most versatile Apple Magic Keyboard replacement there is on the market. So we're gonna slide that off to the side for right now. We're gonna specifically be talking about this one. First off, you do get a full shortcut row up top. No issues there. We like that. And you do get a few extra shortcuts on here that the iPad or the Magic Keyboard does not afford you. Speaking of extra shortcuts, you do get a key toggle or a light toggle for your keyboard, and the brightness of the keyboard can also be adjusted as well, which really can't be, there's no button that does it on the Magic Keyboard, so you got a specific button on here for that. This is actually a Bluetooth device, so just keep that in mind. It is not gonna connect through any pins, none of that good stuff. But it is, however, Bluetooth. Once it is connected, no issues. This thing, they don't actually advertise the battery, and if you're wondering what I just did, I just took the magnetic case off the back of it. That's how your iPad is going to connect through it, through this magnetic casing. So that is one of the most versatile portions about it, is this magnetic piece, this bumper. We'll talk about that in a little more detail in just a moment, but this is really the bread and butter of everything. This is the whole keyboard. And if you look at this layout, now the layout is very nice, very friendly for big hands. It's nice trackpad. It's not as big as the Magic Keyboard, but works all the same. Now, this device will not stick magnetically. That is one drawback. You have to use this casing. So we're gonna go ahead and drop it inside this case, and I will put some fingerprints on here, so please forgive me if you see a fingerprint or two, and then pops on just like so. Once again, there we go. That's what you get. So you want to test to see how strong the magnet is. Hold it up, shake it, it doesn't fall off. Magnet is very strong, very sturdy, and I recommend their magnetic devices 100%. Next thing, let's turn this on, and we'll talk about, and you can see already we do have a nice backlight, very gorgeous backlight, and these colors can be toggled, so just keep that in mind. They can also be dimmed and brightened right from this keyboard. So tons of features, tons of functionality. You can dim the screen, shortcuts, you can change the volume, shortcuts. All these things are directly on the front of this. Pull up your apps, close them out, swipe down, 2 fingers, pulls up your search, does everything as far as gestures that the Magic Keyboard will do. So it is on par with that. The difference is This is gonna weigh in at about 2.7 pounds, close to 3 pounds on this device. It's gonna make it heavy. Just keep that in mind. Also, they don't give you an actual battery reading. They just tell you that this battery on standby will last for like some years, I think. And it'll also last for like some weeks with light use. So that's all they really give you for specs on the battery. I looked them up, I couldn't find them. That's all they give you. It's like 3 specs. You can go on Amazon, you can find the exact same thing. 3 specs on the battery. I'm assuming it's probably like a 5,000 milliamp hour, anywhere between 5 and 10, just a guess. That's typically what these devices run, but nice keyboard, full layout, nice for big hands, good for typing. Let's see, we'll pull this up and we'll say yes. And we'll tab over and no, they are not. And I'm not the best typer in the world, but you get the gist. It works really well. There's no issues with the typing. Now, let's get down to the versatility portion of it, because I think you're gonna like this. Now, one issue I do have with the Magic Keyboard is when you have the actual keyboard here, it kind of overlaps on the shortcut row, especially if you pull it down a little bit. Shortcut row is fully open. No issues. You don't get much of a angle though, so just keep that in mind. You can go 90 degree almost, and then you just go back into your standard mode. But where it does get really versatile is that when you take this off, you can lift it up and it goes a little bit higher, and you can adjust it just like so. And if you want it a little bit higher, I gotta find the right medium. That's one right there. And then there's another one right there. So you can go just a little bit. So if you wanna kind of find it, it is a magnetic grip right. So if you wanna go a little bit higher, boom, right there. And that is what you get. So you get a more versatile view, and it's up off of that shortcut row. Also, when you get done with that, you can turn it into a portrait mode, and you can use it just like that. No problems, no issues. And then you put it back on and you close it up. It goes to sleep. After you close it up, take your Apple Pencil, you slap it right there, and you cover it up. So you do have special dedicated protection for the Apple Pencil on the go. Now, one thing I did notice about this device, and one drawback, is that it does not put your device to sleep. When you close it, and maybe it's something I did wrong, but it's not putting my iPad to sleep. And you can see when we open it up, it's still on, still awake, still ready to go. So that's one drawback that I've noticed while using this device. But otherwise, it is probably the most versatile replacement for your Magic Keyboard out there. It opens up that shortcut row fully. It has shortcuts that the Magic Keyboard does not have. It has a nice wide array of keys. It is big, good for big hands. It actually has RGB lighting. It can be toggled, brightness and actual colors as well. It provides protection for the Apple Pencil. The flap will stay back here, doesn't flap around. You can actually take this portion off and take it with you on the go, or you can raise it up to get a different view, a better view. And there we go, higher. More straight on, frees up your hands. You got tons of space up under here. It is Bluetooth connected, and I think it's something that you guys should look into. It's right at $100. This is like over $300. So if you're just looking for a decent keyboard, it is going to be a little heavier, coming in at close to 3 pounds. But if you're looking for a decent keyboard replacement and you don't want to spend a lot of money, I think this is a really good option. Go by and check it out. I'll be sure and drop a link below. But until next time, Average Tech Guy out. Peace.